A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you another book review today. So, cheers. Now, the reason I'm drinking this beer is the book that I read and am going to review for you today. I read it while I was over in Europe, more importantly in the Czech Republic, hence the Czech beer that I'm drinking. Now, this review might be a little bit strange for you. And the reason I say that is because last night I had a bit of an accident. It was heavily pouring down with rain, and I woke up and went to shut the windows, got tangled in the sheets, and smashed my head open and bloodied my nose and split my lip. So this might be an incoherent ramble for all of you, but it might not. We'll see how it goes. I've just been up since about 3 a.m. this morning, basically cleaning up blood. So blood from the living room, blood from the bathroom, whatever. Now, this book was actually recommended to me by my Plaguelands Media buddy, Dr. Luke Carmen. This is Hunger by Choi Jin Young. You can see there the ramen noodle packets on the cover. This isn't a novel so much as a novella. It said it's a Korean cult classic. I had actually never heard of this until it was brought to my attention. Downloaded it on Kindle. It's not a long novel. You can basically read it in about 2 to 3 hours. It's really quite short, but I will tell you this, it is fucking spectacular. It is dark, it's disturbing, it's everything you fucking want in a story like this. Now, spoiler free, what is the story about? It's about two young lovers, Gu and Dan. Gu is this guy who basically got shafted in life, so to speak. Dan is this girl who kind of worked her ass off to make something of herself, but they've been friends for many, many years, since elementary school. If you don't know how the Korean school system works, the students go to elementary school, then they go to middle school, then they go to high school. And it is basically their romance, but with a bit of a dark twist, because Dan can't let Gu go, and Gu gets kind of caught up in some pretty nasty fucking business. Now, the title Hunger basically says it all. It works on so many different levels. It's the hunger of not wanting to let your first love go. It's the hunger of struggling in life. It's also the physical hunger, which I will get to in my spoiler-filled review. But for those of you that don't want this book spoiled, and I urge all of you, I will fucking say this now. I'm actually willing to just stop the video right here and just go read this book. It was phenomenal. It was one of the best, not just novellas, like South Korean novellas I've read. I've read actually quite a few of them. it was one of the best novellas I've read. I'm not going to say it's up there in the top 10 because I know it pisses people off. It was deeply disturbing, but at the same time, relatable, understandable. And that is a very fucking fine line to kind of bridge if you want to go in that direction. Now, for those of you that want to know exactly what the story is about, then, stick around. Those of you that don't, go watch another Plague Media video. They're all fucking awesome. But this is going to be a spoiler-filled review of the Korean cult classic Hunger on the next episode of
Read a fucking book. Read a fucking book. Read a fucking book. People.
Oh boy, I honestly don't even know where to get started with this one. So I'll start with some Czechoslovakian beer and a split lip. Why the fuck not? Now, the book starts with the death of Gu. He actually dies in Dam's arms, and she takes the body back to her apartment. She doesn't want anyone to find him or anything like that. Now, what we have here is actually quite a complex novella, in as much as the way the story is told. It's told sometimes in present day, sometimes in flashback, sometimes from Dam's perspective, sometimes from Gu's perspective. So it's jumping kind of all over the place, and I think that works in the book's favor. I think as the reader getting these different perspectives. However, knowing that Gu is dead, but we are still getting his narrative voice, might make it a little difficult for some readers. Very similar to, I believe it was the Lonely Bones, Lovely Bones, that kind of a style. But anyway, Gu has died in his childhood lover's arms, and Dam takes him back. And there is a pact, kind of a pact that they made where Gu jokingly says, if you die before me, I will eat you so we can be together. And that is what Dam starts to do. She literally starts to eat him. No cooking, no spice, nothing. She just starts eating him. And as she eats him, we get their journey from children, where they're in elementary school and they know each other and they're 8 years old, and they kind of, Gu torments her because that's what kids do when they like someone. They're like, fuck you. And through middle school, you get this idea that they are kind of both outcasts. And one day, this kind of rich kid is tormenting Gu and saying what he'd like to do to Dam. And Gu flips out and just fucking beats the shit out of this guy. But then this guy's brothers come in and they beat the shit out of him. And then the parents are called to the school and whatnot. And so Dam tries to cut it off because he realizes... Gu tries to cut it off, because he realizes he's no good for Dam. Dam can't stop thinking about him, and they kind of reconcile in high school. But this is kind of short-lived, as it's clear that their paths are diverging. Gu drops out of high school and gets a job in a factory. whereas Dam continues. She wants to kind of go on to university. Gu starts a relationship with a woman that works at the factory. All the while, Dam can't stop thinking about him and knows that they're destined to be together. She realizes he is in this other relationship, which sends her into this spiral. Gu gets caught up with some shady shit, and it's this that leads to his ultimate demise by these gangsters who basically beat him to death. That's pretty much the book. There's nothing else left to tell, but it's disturbing, it's heartbreaking, it's fucking phenomenal. I will not mince words here. This book, it kind of grips you from the first fucking page, and you're swept up in this love story that ends up being this like twisted psychological body horror. It's really fucking bizarre. But then most of the South Korean novels I've read kind of are like this. I would put it in the category of transgressive fiction. It's pushing boundaries, in as much as this is stuff that we don't want to talk about. I mean, who the fuck wants to have a conversation about cannibalism? This idea that Dam is basically going to eat her soulmate so that they will die together when she eventually passes away. Like, this kind of stuff, it's fucking sick. But I don't know. It's a really difficult book to kind of categorize. At least in my opinion. This is up there with, dare I say it, a book that I actually have to read and review in the near future for all you Play Gladiators. This is up there with Babyfucker. 7 Years of Darkness. I mean, these books are basically pushing boundaries that not only did we not know we wanted, we didn't even know fucking exist. So that's all I'm going to say about Choi Jin-young's novella, the Korean cult classic Hunger. An absolutely brilliant novella, very well translated, I might add. I don't have very much more to say about it, so I'm just going to leave it there. If you enjoyed the video, everyone, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all that fucking YouTube shit that all these influencers fucking want you to do. Oh, I gotta get the likes, I gotta get the likes. Fuck that shit. If you didn't like the video, you didn't like the video. Who fucking cares? So, with that said, please, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your day. Go and buy a Czechoslovakian beer. They are fucking amazing. But most importantly, stay safe. Of course, enjoy the rest of your day. And read a fucking book, people.